You see the sky hook behind me, don't you? That don't give you shivers, does it?
Not anymore.
NBA History Channel is powered by PrizePicks, the exclusive daily fantasy partner of the CLNS Media Network.
Celtics in 1981, but in 79, two great players come out of college. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Michigan State, Indiana State. Larry goes to Boston. Magic comes to LA. They got this rivalry going again, and it's one that started in college. And 1980 comes, we win the first championship because all Magic talked about was Larry Bird, and then the Boston Celtics. So 81 comes about. You guys won in 81, right?
Right.
82, we're able to beat Philly again and get our championship. 83, we thinking things are rolling and going, and we end up losing. 84, we see you guys for the first time, I believe, in a championship series. Mm-hmm. And 1984 is a championship loss.
Right. That
to this day, Robert, sticks with me, and it just it eats at me. It really does, because you know what? We should have whipped y'all's ass, man.
Michael,
and we should have.
We were both playing to be the best, trying to achieve excellence, trying to be the best team in the world. Hey, when I went to Celtics, we got to the championship 5 times, 1 and 3. Those 2 losses still cross my mind from time to time, because that's the ultimate prize. Yeah. All your work and sacrifice and dedication, that is your reward, your gratification.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Iron sharpens iron. And I know when we first saw you guys, or even back in the 80s before we saw you guys, is that Magic used to always talk about Larry Bird, but now he had included the Celtics. And every year from that year on, we talked about you guys in at training camp, beginning of the season, exhibition season. We knew what we had to do to get out the West.
Same here.
Okay, I was going to ask you, is that the same thing you guys were thinking?
Just like you guys focus on us, like you guys feel like the only rival or competitor that you guys were concerned about was the Celtics. We felt like the only competitors in the league that we really concerned about were the Lakers. We felt the same way, just like you guys followed us with the standings, wins and losses. We did the same thing with the Lakers.
Yep. And you know what? That's made basketball. And people talk about the NBA today. I don't really think, Rob, and again, you have the Bird and Mikhail and Parish and DJ, all the other ones. We had Magic, Worthy, Kareem, but it was players. And I see you kind of like in the same sense of me, Robert. You were that player that they weren't going to win without you. So absolutely. That's what made it fun.
With all due respect to your horses, this is just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I always felt like if you and Worthy was balling, you guys gonna be a handful. You guys gonna be trouble. Right. So I'm just adding you to that list with Worthy, Kareem, and Magic. I add you to that list. Now, with all due respect to Byron Scott, I wasn't all on board with him. But because the reason why I say that, because I didn't feel like he was getting it done defensively.
Yeah.
He was getting it done offensively, don't get me wrong. But defensively, I felt like you made the difference.
And that's what wins championships.
Right. That's why I put you on the list as opposed to Byron Scott. Like I said, he was tearing it up offensively, don't get me wrong. But I've never been a fan of a one-way player.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of and Coop, you got it done on both ends.
Thank you, Rob.
And that's why I put you on that list.
1984, we play you guys at the Garden. We end up losing. And I'm going to tell you something, and I probably shouldn't tell you this, but anyway, after that game, after we fought our way through the crowd, because I love the fact that the crowd was able to come on the floor, fought our way, we were in the locker room, and it was just horrible, man. We were sitting there, and Magic and I were like one of the last 2 to take a shower, and we ended up sitting in the corner, taking a shower. No, I remember this vividly. The water's run over, and Magic said this. He said, "You know what, Coop? We'll never lose to these motherfuckers again." And I was like, but it was the way he said it. And I'm pretty sure Larry has said some things through the course when your leaders say something a certain way, it makes you sit up and take attention. And you know, we came back that next year, Rob, and we had you guys number one focus from day one. Yeah, we knew there was Cleveland. We knew there was everybody else coming out, Philadelphia. We knew Detroit was starting to rear up and be I don't call them bad boys, I call them bad kids. We knew they were coming. But our focus was on you guys. And Robert, I was so glad when we finally got a chance to see y'all. What are your thoughts about that 85 championship series?
I feel like it was a great series and very competitive. I always felt like, Coop, that year you guys had the edge slightly because you guys had a little bit more firepower, because I felt like we lost Len Bias.
Yep.
And so that hurt us. Especially against teams like your Lakers, because we needed that extra firepower to get us past you guys, because you guys had Michael Dew, you had Michael Thompson coming off the bench.
Well, it was me, McAdoo, and Michael Thompson coming off the bench, because Jerry had went and got Michael just for Kevin McHale to win after that 84. So when he came, and I believe it was Larry Spriggs, Mike McGee, one of them that kind of like add a little bit.
Mike McGee, that's who I'm trying to think of. Mike McGee, he was another one. That's why I say you guys had us a tad more firepower than we did. And that was the difference. And when you guys beat us in 85, Larry said something similar. We're going to get these motherfuckers next time.
Oh, but you know what? You have really gotten comfortable because you're cursing now. I love that, man. That's showing the passion.
I don't swear often, but I do swear.
I'm loving it here.
I do swear though.
I don't do it. Passion, man.
Yeah, I don't do it often, but I do it.
Well, you know what? That the Celtic Lakers rivalry brings out something. I'm sweating under my arms over here because I'm against Chief. And you know what, Robert? I'm gonna say this to you. And of all the defensive assignments that we had, you had strategies for different people, what Bird's going to do, you were probably the most difficult one to guard, because Kareem was okay defensive player, but we knew that you could get your shot off on him. So our main focus was to contain you, Robert. It really was. Through all our championships, everyone.
No wonder I kept getting double teamed. You guys should have been double teamed.
Hell yeah.
Should have been double teamed Kevin.
That magic came down on you quick. And you were the main focus of us, because we knew, I said, you know what, if we can keep Robert's points down a little bit, maybe that might help us, because you kind of figure that we knew you could get yours one-on-one, but you knew Larry's a good passer. If he got doubled, he's going to pass it. But Robert, you had that turnaround high shot that nobody could affect. So we knew we had to get you before you got into the motion. You were one of our nemesis. You were that kind of guy that was off to the side, but we always paid attention to you.
For the record, I noticed it too. Because almost every time I touched the ball, I got doubled.
Testing my skills on Prize Picks this season is the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $1,000 with just a few taps. Use the code CLNS for the first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.